You ready? Will he come in a cap? Will he come in a suit? Driving a L'Oreal with a golden tooth? Cause yeah, the truth is, you see, nights are all around in our own reality, and princesses still exist, though they're mostly up a tree or just forgotten what it means to be a lady. Yeah, and as for gallantry, you can find it 3 in the morning outside the chippy, or even on the bus when you can't afford the fee. Beauty's all around, it just takes eyes to see. Yeah, just takes eyes to see. Just takes eyes to see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, next up for your delectation and delight, ladies and gentlemen, we have the magnificent Sarah Thomason. Give her a big hand. Really, you're really short.
Just say it that way for me.
Okay, we've just had Delia and Cassie, who are beautifully positive, nice people who write poems about lovely things, and now you've got me, for which I can only apologise. I have decided, for reasons best known to myself, to read you some poems about horrible dystopian futures. So do enjoy them. On a phone. This one is called Baby Writer. It's because a friend of mine called Emma started calling young writers baby writers, and I thought it sounded like some horrible, nightmarish future where we would have to write people into existence. I take my pen and start to write the fetus, dipping my quill into the seething ink, which sapient awaits life in its tube. I fill the world with verbal progeny. On artificial vellum leaves they spawn, and issue forth from my life-giving word. They say, in the beginning was the Word, but once upon a time the human fetus grew in its mother's womb, from father's spawn. Back then, the source of life was never ink. From lust and pleasure came our progeny, but now it's just the writers and the tube. We sit in desks around the metal tube, creating life with every written word. The virus came and killed our progeny, and in the womb wiped out each new-formed fetus. We found we could survive by using ink, and now through words alone can humans spawn. We've learned to love our pretty word-born spawn, venerate the life within the tube. As long as we can write our dreams in ink, the human race can live in written word. They grow up fast, soon they will write each fetus. They will forget that they're our progeny. Sometimes we're scared of our own progeny, flesh-born they call us, or organic spawn. They snigger when they say I was a fetus inside my mother, never in the tube. They ask me how, if never born of word, I understand the passions of the ink. I tell them fleshborns first created ink to write our stories, not our progeny. They stare at me and don't believe a word. What is ink for them if not to spawn? The word-born have no stories, and the tube can only fill our pens to write a fetus. I write the words down in the living ink. Another fetus joins my progeny. Organic spawn, the servant of the tube. And if that wasn't quite depressing enough, my second poem is about another horrible future in which the world is so overpopulated that they have to have a child killing ceremony.